Hey everyone, welcome back to Journey Auto. Today we're tackling a topic that keeps a lot of new drivers up at night, passing your driver's test. Let's face it, the driver's test is one of the most stressful days of your life. But here's the good news. You can pass on your first try if you know what to avoid. In this video, we're breaking down the top 10 most common mistakes that cause people to fail their driver's test. From shoulder checks to signaling, lane positioning to speed control, we've got you covered. Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll be ready to ace your test with confidence. 1. The danger of not shoulder checking. Let's start with mistake number 1, not shoulder checking. This is a big one, folks. When you're turning or moving your vehicle sideways, you must shoulder check. For the purposes of your driver's test, you need to shoulder check at least twice for every turn. Maybe even 3 times if you're waiting at an intersection for a while. Why? Because shoulder checking ensures you're aware of your blind spots. And trust me, missing a shoulder check is an easy way to rack up demerit points. How many times do you shoulder check when you drive? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your habits. 2. Know the difference between two-way and four-way stops. Next up, mistake number 2, not knowing the difference between two-way and four-way stops. At a four-way stop, the first person to arrive has the right of way. If 2 cars arrive at the same time, the person on the right goes first. Straight through traffic goes before turning traffic, and right turns go before left turns. At a two-way stop, traffic on the major road has the right of way over traffic on the minor road. Again, straight through traffic goes before turning traffic, and right turns go before left turns. Confused? Don't worry. I've linked detailed videos on this topic in the description below. Have you ever been unsure at a four-way stop? Share your experiences in the comments. 3. Correct stopping positions at controlled intersections. Mistake number 3. Incorrect stopping positions at controlled intersections. You need to stop before the stop line, before the crosswalk line, or at the edge of the road if those lines don't exist. Stopping too far forward or too far back can cost you points on your test. So, always make sure you're in the right position before entering an intersection. Do you always stop at the correct position, or have you ever been unsure? Let me know in the comments. 4. Changing lanes. Avoid these mistakes. Now let's talk about mistake number 4. Lane changes. If you don't shoulder check at least twice before changing lanes, you're going to get dinged. The correct procedure is mirror, signal, shoulder check. If the way is clear, shoulder check again, and then move over. And remember, always maintain a safe following distance from the car in front of you. How confident are you when changing lanes? Do you always shoulder check twice? Let me know in the comments. 5. Signaling, why it matters. Mistake number 5, not signaling. This one's a biggie. Every time you turn, move sideways, or leave a parking space, you must signal. Even in parking lots. For example, if your examiner tells you to leave a parking space and go left, make sure you signal left. Slow speed maneuvers like reversing also require signaling. And don't forget, if you're moving around an obstacle, like a recycling truck, signal in the direction you're going. Do you always remember to signal even in parking lots? Let me know in the comments. 6. Following too close. Mistake number 6, following too close. You need to maintain a safe following distance, at least 2 to 3 seconds behind the car in front of you. If you're too close, you'll not only get demerits, but you're also putting yourself at risk of an accident. So always keep enough space to see the tires of the car in front of you, making clear contact with the pavement. Do you struggle with maintaining a safe following distance? Share your tips in the comments. 7. Incorrect lane positioning. Mistake number 7, incorrect lane positioning. When you're driving, you need to stay centered in your lane. If you're too close to one side or the other, you'll get dinged. For example, when turning right, move to the right side of the lane. If you stay in the center, you'll accumulate demerits. And if you touch the lane lines, that's an automatic 10 points off. So keep your eyes ahead and stay centered. Do you find it hard to stay centered in your lane? Let me know in the comments. 8. Perfecting your turn position. Mistake number 8, incorrect turn positioning. When turning right, stay to the right side of the lane. When turning left, stay to the left. If you're too deep in the intersection or blocking the crosswalk, you'll get demerits. So always position yourself correctly before making a turn. Have you ever been unsure about your turn positioning? Share your experiences in the comments. 9. Going too slow. Mistake number 9, going too slow. Being overly cautious can actually cause you to fail. If you're driving significantly below the speed limit or hesitating when there's a safe gap to turn, you'll accumulate demerits. So drive confidently and at a safe, appropriate speed. Do you tend to drive too slow, or are you more confident on the road? Let me know in the comments. 10. Backing up safely. Finally, mistake number 10, not looking out the rear window when backing up. For your driver's test, you must look out the rear window when reversing. Using just your mirrors or a backup camera will cost you points. And don't forget, always do a 360-degree scan before you start backing up. Do you find it hard to back up without relying on your mirrors? Let me know in the comments. Bonus tip, 2 hands on the wheel. Here's a bonus tip. Always keep 2 hands on the steering wheel during your test. Driving with one hand might look cool in the movies, but it's a surefire way to fail your test. So keep those hands at 9 and 3 or 10 and 2 and stay in control. Do you drive with one hand or 2? Let me know in the comments. And there you have it, the top 10 most common mistakes to avoid on your driver's test. By following these tips, you'll be well on your way to passing with flying colors. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with anyone preparing for their test, and subscribe for more tips to become a smarter, safer driver. And before you go, let me know in the comments, what's your biggest fear about the driver's test? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and remember, drive safe, drive smart, and good luck on your test. See you in the next video.